What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. What do you see when you look at this photo? What exactly comes to mind? I see the 5 horsemen of the MAGA apocalypse. I see America first, actually, being saved. And I see an epic entrance at UFC with these guys walking in. This was Madison Square Garden. This is why I think that Donald Trump should host Madison Square Garden for a MAGA rally. Look at these guys rolling in. Look at how happy that they all were. This was a few weeks ago, but man, an epic roll with Donald Trump and with Kid Rock and with Tucker Carlson, the Secret Service, Don Jr. Holy moly, Dana White leading the pack at UFC, of course, so it's Dana's show. But what cultural power. What a cultural power. It just, you know, we say it often, Joe Biden could never, but just Joe Biden could never. Look at Tucker Carlson. Look at how happy he is. Plus Kid Rock. And the crowd goes just apoplectic, and everyone is rolling. So little did I know when we originally looked at this photo that what I was actually looking at was the forming of a band. Little did we know. I mean, we thought that everyone was gonna like stay in their lanes. Nope. Actually, this was the forming of a band. Actually, with Kid Rock, of course, as the lead singer. But since this photo was taken, something remarkable has happened. All of these men have kind of worked together in their own veins and cross-pollinated, I guess would be the right way to say this, right? Kid Rock on Tucker's show with John Daly there. But something really remarkable has begun to happen where Tucker Carlson is now doing intros for Kid Rock and now Donald Trump. You can list Donald Trump among the people who have now appeared on stage with Kid Rock at his Kid Rock concerts. Tucker Carlson, of course, greeting the fans there. The energy for Tucker was absolutely wild. And we covered this a few weeks ago when Tucker Carlson decided to do an intro for Kid Rock. But little did we know that Donald Trump would be taking main stage. There's got to be like 30, 40,000 people that show up at these events. Tucker just getting mobbed. Little did we know that in Florida, Donald Trump would be appearing on stage with Kid Rock for a message plus a MAGA hat drip. So crispy, so crunky. Look at that. In front of 30,000 people last night. Here we go, baby. This is the Donald Trump Kid Rock intro, the forming of a band. Let's go.
You in attendance are the true backbone of our great country, hardworking, God-fearing, rock and roll patriots. Bob is truly one of the greatest entertainers of our time. Let's all continue to love one another, fight for our God-given freedoms, and most of all, let's make America rock, 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 rock. Let's make America rock again.
Let's go! Put that MAGA hat on. Oh yeah, baby.
Have a wonderful time tonight. God bless you, and God bless America.
So amazing. And then the concert gets rocking and rolling, and everybody goes nuts. Everyone goes nuts. And the Kid Rock jumps on stage, right? And starts ripping. Baby, what a way to welcome your fans. You can see the Trump flags there. You can see the band, and everybody's going nuts. The Kid Rock show. It's the crossover event that we all needed. That's what this was. This was the crossover event of the century. They say, Marvel says that it's the Avengers. Nope, it's actually this. So Donald Trump getting some rave reviews. I mean, our post alone yesterday of the Trump intro did millions of views, 10,000 reposts, 46,000 likes. So that sucker just flew. People love it. This is America. President Trump gave an epic intro to Kid Rock. Song We the People in Ocala, Florida. Couldn't post this last night because there was no service with 30,000 people at Rock the Country in Ocala, Florida. But President Trump gave an absolutely epic intro for Kid Rock. This is amazing. We are going to win. Just look at this crowd. Trump bringing out Kid Rock last night in a recorded message. Will Donald Trump join Kid Rock on stage? Well, let's hope so. Although I got to tell you, those kind of things become very tricky with the Secret Service, right? You'd have to then screen, right? Wouldn't you have to screen then the 30,000 people through Secret Service metal detectors and a Secret Service process? I think so. And that would be tougher, right? So it's like, it would be so cool to have Donald Trump on stage, but what are the realities of having Trump on stage? That means you have to have, snipers set up. Maybe you have to have the crowd standing back another mile if they don't go through Secret Service screening. What does effectively that mean? I don't know. I'm not a logistics guy like that, but I do know that when the president goes somewhere, it does mean that they very much limit the crowds, right? So maybe that's why the pre-recorded message. Okay. Also, Donald Trump, obviously a very busy person. Tucker Carlson doing the intro for the Kid Rock concert. He's the one who sort of started this trend. Tucker Carlson opening for Kid Rock at the Sunrise Festival. This was a few weeks ago. This was in Louisiana, and it was just an awesome speech. Tucker reinforces the intro for Kid Rock at the launch of his summer tour. A lot of greatness left in America, and it lies in its people, said Tucker Carlson from the stage. It's a pretty amazing moment. People calling it kick-ass, and gave like a miniature monologue. People saying, "F it, let's make Kid Rock." The head of the ATF, Dana, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Tucker Veep, and Don Jr. as press secretary. Dude, I would be so down with Don Jr. as press secretary. You want to talk about must-see TV. Must-see TV. A man that knows a lot about must-see TV, Tucker Carlson. Here's his intro for Kid Rock. Last time, if you missed it, we did cover it. We had the honor of being given the video by the Kid Rock team. And so we popped it up and did millions of views, right? And 30,000 likes. But if you want to see Tucker Carlson's maybe greatest monologue ever, the country they tell me about on the internet is effed up. The country that I experience when I walk through this crowd or when I wake up in my town of 100 people. It's a beautiful country. Tucker Carlson with a very optimistic and uplifting message. Isn't that what you want to hear when you go out to listen to music? That's the point, right? To be uplifted. Here we go.
I feel welcome, thank you. You may be asking, what am I doing here? And I don't really know. Thank you. So, I wound up here tonight because I was having dinner at my house with Kid Rock. And a few months ago, and he said, and I think he likes my house because you can smoke in my house. But he said, you should come and open for me on my summer tour. And I said, well, I'm honored, of course, but I don't play an instrument. Actually, I'm an unemployed talk show host, so what would I do at your show? And he said, and I'm quoting now, "You will figure it out and you will like it." So that was 2 months ago, and I woke up this morning and I thought, I gotta go to Gonzales, Louisiana, and, oh yeah, and open up for Kid Rock. What am I gonna say? And I had no idea until I got here. And you know what changed my mind? I woke up this morning, and maybe you have this experience. I woke up this morning and I went on the internet. Familiar? And I read all these stories and I thought to myself, this is the most depressing thing that's happened to me in a long time. This country is fucked up. That's what I thought. I did think that. Which is a sad thing to think when you're in bed. And I looked over at my wife and my 4 dogs and I thought, woo, I feel a little depressed. And then I got here and I walked through the crowd and I thought, no, no it's not. The country they tell me about on the internet is fucked up. The country that I experience when I walk through this crowd or when I wake up in my town of 100 people in a rural area is a beautiful country. filled with beautiful people. I was standing here and I look out and I see this structure. I don't know if you can see it. It's a lighting rig, but it's got a familiar shape to it. A shape I like. And I said, I want to go see the cross. So I walked out to the cross, and as I'm walking out, this chick gets right in my face. She's got 2 nose rings, a cross necklace, and a Trump bracelet. And she looks at me right in the face, and she goes, ah! And she said, I love you. And I said, I love you too. And I meant it. And I thought, that's the America that I know. Little weird, slightly crazy, full of love, and beautiful. And that describes the man I'm here to introduce. Yes, it does. If you could take one person out of this nation of 350 million people and present it to the rest of the world and say, what's a real American look like? I would say that American would be both disobedient but decent. That American would both give you the finger and burst out laughing at the same time. That's right. These 2 men have a lot in common. Well, I have the feeling that your wish will be granted. But enough of me talking. It is time to celebrate. Now, I know that many of you are not from Gonzales, which has a population I checked of 12,000 people. There are more than twice that number here. So you came long distances, and you spent quite a bit of your money to get here. But it was worth it. Because can you put a price on living free in the last free country? So let me tell you, my fellow Americans, what we've got. All gathered here tonight of free people, united by our love of country and under God. And in the name of that country and that God, we're here to celebrate a party that will not stop. And so, as I know you can, please be as noisy and disobedient as possible for Kid F***ing Rock.